Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, the nerd, I think you are first. The first guy in here, so I'm just going to be kind of hanging and banging, knocking out some milestones here. Pretty much just doing arena. I do a little bit of quest completion too. Yeah, I've been gone for a while, so I think most of the guys who had no notifications on, I don't know if they turned them off or just not quite around. I was on vacation there for a little bit. I didn't really go anywhere, but I did sleep pretty much the whole time and didn't spend a whole lot of time actually playing. So I did play and just didn't stream. Battery looks good, so I should be able to go here for a while. Jeez. You just have to make sure that you complete the path you run. So whatever lane you take, you just gotta realize nobody's gonna be able to back you up. So I could probably bring map 5 up real quick and I can give you some tips. Let's see here. Oh, I don't think I have it saved down here anywhere that I can bring it up. I can... we'll go into AQ right now and I can give you some quick tips on it. See, my map is right here, right? Yeah, and that will... Is my mouse not showing? No, my mouse is showing on it. Alright. Actually, I didn't want to continue though. I want to look at... Yeah, we'll spectate theirs because I don't think they're as far done here in Group 2 as we are. So in the first set, it doesn't really matter where you go. You need 8 to do it. So you just need to make sure though with each lane that you just put one guy down each lane, and the last 2 don't go until there's only 2 lanes left. I prefer when I go, first guy should come and go short, and the next guy will go there. This guy should come, he should cut in, this guy should cut out. But the guy who cuts in should go first because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energy there, and then the next guy should come in and he should go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energy there. So to get everybody done at about the same time. There's no immunity or anything you've got to worry about there in the first part. Those paths are all pretty easy. Now when you get into part 2, this gets to be a little bit more pain in the butt. The far outside, this is the bleed lane, so you need to be bleed immune on this side, and you need to be poison immune on this side. I actually think this lane is harder. The immune to debuff, I think that's actually the hardest lane in there. And then this lane right here is power gain, which actually I think is a pretty easy lane to deal with. This one right here, though, that's vision, OG vision, so that one can be a little bit tough. Just because you got to be really careful to be making sure you're constantly baiting his L1. Well, you should be baiting everyone's L1 anyways, but if you don't bait his L1, you're going to wind up getting stuck with his L3 and you're going to wind up dying. So, out of the 4 outside paths, this one's the easiest one, though, the power gain path. These 4 in the middle are all pretty easy. Science one tends to be the hard one because most guys want to run Mystic. Hey, Charles, how's it going? So the science path is kind of hard to run because a lot of guys don't necessarily plan for it. There's also this should also be a science path in the beginning of part 1. With 30-minute move, it's not as big a deal as it is before, but still the same kind of thing. You want the first guy to go, in theory, should take the inside. Second guy should take the outside. You do need, though, your 2 guys who are doing the immunity, though, you need them both to take the outside. So if they get there first and have to do the outside, then that's just how it goes. Same thing that you want to have all 8 guys go and claim lanes before you have those last 2 guys back up. You want to have them just kind of sit and wait, and then the last 2 lanes that need to be finished up, you want them to go. Normally, part 1 and 2, you'll have possibly. I don't have that. Looking at that just yet, Charles, but I could take a look and see in a little bit. When you get to this last part here, a lot of times guys will miss this node and this node. They're not like hard, they're actually really easy, but it pretty much winds up being just like that one path. So what I do, the 2 guys who are the most dead should go at these 2 at 88 and 89. Did I put the numbers on them? Yeah. Should go to 88 and 89 to get them done. Next 2 guys with kind of medium. Well, I guess we don't have to worry about movement right now in 30-minute movement. But like when you go through, if you only have like 2 or 3 movement, you should come through and do one of these 2. Or if you're dead, you should do one of those 2. The first 2 guys with full movement should come over here. You can't see what node number that is. One guy needs to take out this node with the science. And then the next guy needs to take out this node right here with the cosmic. I tend to run the cosmic path right here. This is the one I want to run ideally if I'm awake when we start that last part. I don't think there's any immunity in here. They just guys have more health. Some of these guys are kind of tricky. I think this is an A-bomb and this is a hood. So I think there may be 2 A-bombs over here, because I think this is also an A-bomb right here too. Yeah, if it came from Turk Olsen, that's going to be the right date. I already have Iceman awakened, so I'm probably more concerned about the Archangel right now. The biggest things, though, I guess, are just make sure that it's 1 guy per lane, and you got to realize, like, if you take like this lane right here, like, you have to finish it. No one's going to be able to come and back you up, so that's going to be the biggest thing guys need to get used to. Whereas on map 3, you're running 2 guys per lane. When you get to map 5, you're the only guy who's going to run that lane, so you have to run the entire lane. If you die, you have to revive and finish it. Once you get used to it, it's not too hard. It's pretty easy, but it can take a little bit more getting used to when you're used to map 3, thinking, oh, if I can just take out 3 of the guys, then it'll be alright, but you need to take out more. I have Star-Lord already too. Star-Lord's not going to be, he's already awakened, signature 99. That's pretty much my quick run through for map 5. Yeah, I looked to see everyone who was coming up a while ago at the upcoming thing, and sometimes it kind of matters, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, so I'm at fight 9 here, so I don't do... I normally start with my strongest guys now, working down. That's not right. That's not right. There we go. That looks better. I think Star-Lord will probably go pretty high too, because I think there's still just a lot of people who don't have him. Yeah, Dormammu's going to be the next one. I'm hearing a lot of guys think he'll go for about 5 million. They don't think he's going to go for a lot above 5 million, but they're thinking he'll go for like 5 million. So I'll probably try to do like 6, maybe 6.5 to be safe. Try to get him the first run through, I think, right? Let's see, let's look at the calendar real quick. Where are my conversations? Conversations. I use MCOC Infobot. I don't tend to use, I don't really use Turcos. So let's bring this over here, blow it up, and display 1, transition over. So the calendar, let's see here. Oh! He's going to run with the T4 basic? Oh, that's going to stink. maybe it won't go. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll try for both runs. Maybe if I get him, maybe I can get him and the T4 basic in that first run because I have a day off. And then maybe maybe I can awaken him in the second run then. I'll try to look at that. Item usage will go on that second run, so that'll help out a little bit. And Black Panther, I already have Black Panther awakened, so that's not gonna matter to me too much there then when he's in there. I'll probably go for the. I guess I'd be going for the 3-star featured then, anyways. But like I've been doing both lately here. My roster's been getting pretty good. Put this back where it was now. Hey Evie, how's it going? This is rewatching a little bit of your you're going through and clearing master mode, trying to see if I can clearing Act 5, trying to see if I can get any little tips in there real quickly. What I'm gonna need to do. I'm at 5.2.5. I think I need to practice Bane a little bit more, and then I'll be taking a shot at it pretty soon. Hey Marvelous, how's it going? That's a pretty nice pull, Charles, getting a Dormammu. Yeah, I think I may try and get him twice. Let me just go for him both times. Yeah, Archangel I need to try and see. I was tempted to try to move my vacation around so I could try for Archangel in the arena. May just hope it winds up there where I get days off while he's in there. Because I expect Archangel's going to go really high. I think he's going to go higher than Dormammu will. How's it going, Immortal Thunder? I think everybody's starting to pile in here now. Yeah, I'm thinking if I can get Bane down quick enough, it won't cost me too much. I do need to get my, I don't have any revives anymore, though I kind of spent through everything, but on Friday I went through and I did like 5 maps, so I felt pretty good about that. I started at 5.1.6 and I ended at 5.1.5, 5.2.5, yeah. 5 maps. I can't plan out far enough away to January 11th. That's too far away for me, Charles, to be thinking. I have a hard enough time looking, just planning out the week. I need to remember, too, Saturday I need to make sure me and the wife try and figure out where we can go so we can watch the Ewan McGregor fight. Boxing match. He's going to box Roy Williams Jr. I really want to see that on Saturday. Need to remember that. You know, my arena grind this week got kind of screwed up. I pulled Iron Man out of a crystal like last week, out of a 4-star crystal. I was like, ah. Yeah, Carnage is terrible. I'd still use him probably the same way I would just about everyone else, though. We'd wind up being arena fodder. You wouldn't be any different from me than Cable. Just someone who's going to sit there somewhere else, so. Yeah, I would assume, like Stark Tech Spider-Man, we start getting closer to him going into the rotation for champions. I'll probably start saving 4-star crystals again. My 4-star hero crystals. Triform. Yeah, I pulled the Psylocke from a 4-star crystal earlier this week. I think she was the last one I got. Yeah, Evie, I can't believe you did 3 runs at... It looked like you did 3 runs at the Collector in one day. I can't believe that. That looked pretty excessive. That would just, like, destroy everything in my inventory. I think just one shot at him is going to destroy everything in my inventory. Yeah, I was originally not planning on even trying to make a shot at him until for quite a lot longer, and then I kind of feel like my hand's being forced a little bit more. I need to try to force it to get it done. It is 4:07 here in suburb sunny Tampa, Florida. Been home from work for about an hour. Yeah, my Iceman was set that up pretty well. I worked it out. I knew it was going to be a mutant who was going to go up and who was going to get pretty ridiculous. I'd saved up like over 24-star crystals for when he came out. I didn't get him out of a 4-star crystal. I actually got him out of... they had a special like a week before or something like that, and I got him out of those. So I was going to try to see if I could dupe him. And I had a 4-star generic Awaken Stone and all of the catalysts I needed to take him up to rank 5. That all wound up working out pretty well. No, I got them from, they did the specials for July 4th. I got them from one of those crystals. The one they had where you could get the 6, like, featured heroes. I got them out of that one. Yeah, I can definitely say Iceman's pretty nice. I would have to definitely recommend him to everybody. That wasn't, well, I didn't feel too bad about it. I can be milked. If anybody has any real advantages, any of those fights, it's a lot of the same kind of stuff. Karnak is pretty cool. There's a lot of people who really don't like him at all, or they love him. Not a lot of people in the middle with him. I'm kind of in the middle with him, though, I think, but. Four-star Quake is pretty nice, though. I just awakened mine, brought her to rank 5. Still trying to learn how to use her and get used to her. I got her pretty recently, so haven't spent a lot of time really using her yet. I do have a really bad habit, though, of trying to charge her heavy to get concussions on people and then getting hit with specials. So I need to work on getting out of that. Trying to play Quake style, but not really knowing quite how to do it yet. Trying to play with her in Master Mode. The other day, wasn't doing that well with her. I think I'll get better with her, though. Hopefully pretty quickly. Alright, take it easy, Charles. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. Magneto against Wolverine, so I can take advantage of his Magnetize. Then my class advantage. Wolverine will essentially get like a class advantage against Wolverine here. Like Red Megs, he's probably, I think he was one of my first 4 stars. It's definitely the first one that I had duplicated. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. He's fun to play with. I like the way his specials work, and what can I say about Joe Fixit that hasn't already been said about your mom? I used Joe Fixit for a long time too. He was one of my first science champions because of his synergies with like him, Black Widow, and Jane Foster all synergy together. So they're one of the first groups I used. I know Brian Grant, I think, had a really good video on how to use Quake. I watched it like a long time ago, I guess, back when he did it. But he's got a pretty good video. Eat it! I don't mind Loki too much either. I think Loki's a lot of fun to play with. One of my favorite guys play with in the arena. I think when I awaken my Howard the Duck, I love playing with him in the arena too. I think he's a lot of fun. That randomness out of his L2 kind of gets my old poker juices flowing. Kind of want to gamble a little, you know, see what happens. And try to use another Brian Grant philosophy here, where he says he always takes the easiest match because he thinks they'll get done faster. So ultimately he'll end up scoring more points. I'll try and do my best to line it up to see which one I think will be best. Just the one with the least PIs, not necessarily going to be the easiest. Actually, I think who's ever the lowest level is normally going to be the easiest because you're going to be going against less mastery points. Yeah, I think Black Widow is probably one of the easiest champions to play in the game. There's not really a whole lot of complexity going on there. Yeah, I used her not awakened for a long, long time. So she still does a ton of damage. I mean, you don't get that next level cool stuff from her, but I don't think she's that bad unawakened. I know a lot of people use her just for the, you know, for killing guys like Spider-Man who evade, but she does a ton of damage. I like her. Yeah, I don't think I've ever got a 4-star skill gem. I think I've only gotten like 2 or 3 class-specific gems in 16 months of playing, so... They're definitely pretty rare. I pretty much need Kabam to make some kind of real big mistake for me to get a good Awakened gem. I think I did make a mistake a while ago, though. I did use an Awakened gem on my... I think it was a generic Awakened gem. I used it on my Black Widow. And I think I should have actually used it on my Daredevil, my classic Daredevil. I didn't awaken him, because I wasn't using him as much. There's really no point to use him until he's awakened. But once he's awakened, he's really, really good. Yeah, I'll go like this. Eltron's not awakened. He's going to wind up being the weakest one of them. So put him against Falcon. I think Falcon's like just as much of a bleeder as Joe Fixit is. So pretty much just their L1s. I guess Joe Fixit can technically bleed on his L3, but I doubt that we'll see his L3. Boom, boom. Yeah, I'm not really too worried about language in here. As long as we keep it like PG-13, I think it's okay. Going some pretty relaxed rules in here for general conduct and all that. Oh, and you're dead. In the face. Yeah, I think the luck, it kind of like goes in spurts. You know, you'll be like really unlucky for like 3 months, and then you'll be lucky, like super lucky for like 1 week or 2 weeks. And then you'll be really unlucky again for another 3 months. I think it's just kind of how it goes. I don't think anybody like stays lucky over long periods of time. I've definitely had some periods of the game where everything kind of came together just right. Like I got Voodoo from the arena, and then I duplicated him in a crystal, in 4-star crystal, and then I got like running T4 class catalysts for Mystic. I was able to take him up to rank 5 pretty much right after I got him. That was pretty cool. But then, like, yeah, I don't remember the last time I pulled... That was probably the last time I pulled a full-form catalyst out of a crystal. Other than that, I've had to form all of them completely. Hey, Mac, how's it going? Kind of back from my vacation. I didn't really go anywhere. I stayed here, but I had family come to town. Spent most of my time entertaining them, so didn't get on a whole lot. I wasn't avoiding everyone. I was just kind of busy. It was weird, like, because I've been on nights for so long, but like pretty much all of last week I was like first shift. So in bed early every night, and it was weird. Went back to work last night, and it was rough. Oh, I was in so much pain. I was going to stream last night, but I said I'd watch Game of Thrones first, and after Game of Thrones I was like, alright, I think I'm just going to go to bed and get some sleep. Oh, I was gonna share something too. I streamed earlier today, and then about 20 minutes after I got off my stream, I was like 500 points short of being able to complete the mutant advancement. So I had to go through and open a bunch of my max signature ability crystals, so I could what? So I could get those extra 500 points. I needed to open like a 3-star crystal because it was the only thing I was going to be able to get points from. Because I completely ran out of gold, so I couldn't rank anybody else up. I didn't have time to really go like earn more gold anywhere. I didn't have any battle chips; they're all gone. And I just spent everything ranking up my Psylocke. But I got a 3-star Immortal Iron Fist earlier today. I was pretty happy about that. But it happened like right after I stopped my stream, so I was like, oh man. Like, I was purposely trying to save up to like 100 so I could do it on stream and open like 100 as like a video. And then I went and pulled them already. That was pretty cool. It was one of the few 3-stars I'm missing. Now I think I'm just missing Karnak and Red Deadpool. I didn't realize at the beginning of the game that was going to be the only chance you were ever going to get Red Deadpool. Ethnically, I'm English. No, I'm not English. Ethnically I'm Finnish, 75% Finnish, and then 25% English. There's like a very small percentage of red Irish, so like in my beard, I do have a lot of red in my beard. My beard is pretty much every color though. I pulled that Iron Fist before I went to work. I haven't even like looked at him yet. I don't know what he has for synergies. Anything. They finish this, I'll have to pull him up and take a quick look at him. I've only seen other people's pictures of ones. I've never actually looked. I assume he's the exact same pretty much as normal Iron Fist. Synergies might be better. I'd assume he's probably a little stronger. Hey Omega, how's it going? Oh, I know better than that. Look at that Immortal Iron Fist. Champions. Filter. Mystic. 3-star. Bum bum bum. Synergies, I believe, are different. all armor. Okay. Each champion's unique signature ability is awakened and leveled up by collecting, duplicating them in others. The Iron Fist strikes cumulative havoc on target's armor as long as his concentration is broken. Yes, his armor breaks when he's awakened. Same thing as the other one. That's cool. This heavy can nullify a bunch of stuff. I don't know if it's any different than normal Iron Fist. Don't remember what normal Iron Fist does. Seems like he's pretty cool. Get him ranked up here pretty soon. Start using him in arena. I don't want to come in here. Wanted to go back to arena. I'm in here, I'll get it done. Just gonna keep running the middle path for quest completion. Boom, boom, boom. My Star-Lord here, just kind of waiting to get awakened. Kind of getting a little antsy about it, but... Boom! In the face! Hey Tony, how's it going? Welcome back, the nerd. No, Omega Prime, 5-star Colossus is not good. I don't even think he's good for like arena fodder. I mean, you could invest a whole ton into him and make him a defender. But he's just not very good. I mean, if you awaken him, you take him to rank 3 and use him for your AQ defense. I mean, put him on like an armor node or something. Fights will take a long time. People's bleed won't work, so it'll kind of like annoy people. But he's still not like good. I don't know if I would classify many of the 5 stars at all, though, as good. But for defense, he can be alright on defense. He's better than some on defense. Yeah, he's not going to be as good as like a Juggernaut or Spider-Man or Nightcrawler or just about any of the Mystics. Oh, in the face. I think he's better on defense than like Pillow Hands is. do. Oh, I do have a snack in here. I think a lot of the 5 stars are pretty much junk, so I'm not too overly concerned when the 6 stars come out. I think a majority of them are going to be junk. There's probably going to be like 3 of them who are going to be guys you're actually going to want. And the rest are pretty much going to be useless. They're just going to be arena fodder, and you're not even going to be able to use them for, for arena fodder to start with. I think when guys finally do get them, though, it's going to take probably a good like 6 months before you can even like rank one up correctly, awaken them, and rank them up to get them like usable. I think they're going to look real nice and shiny because they're going to be new, but they're going to be useless and not really relevant in the game for a long time. I've been playing for 16 months. And my 5 stars are still not really usable for me. So, I don't think that the overhype for the 6 stars is really all that big or important. I don't think they're going to be used or make a real big impact in the game. It's going to be harder, though. They probably will be able to make another setting for difficulty for the monthly quests. Which will be a certain degree awesome and to a certain degree annoying. Like I'm finally getting to the point I can beat Master Mode without much of a problem. I don't need a new challenge just yet, but I know they need to make sure the guys who are significantly above me can still have something to do. Keep it so I feel like I always have a million things I need to get done. Next thing with Colossus too, you don't even get that like that benefit where like Hulkbuster and Iron Patriot. I think they're still pretty good for like arena fodder. I don't think Colossus is as good for arena fodder. He's not terrible though. I guess he's not too bad. You put him in a team, and then you have somebody you can do who's you have bleed immune in there. That's always good to have. Boom. Yeah, I'm probably going to do like a purely speculation video on it and try and say who I think they're going to bring in to start with for the 24. It'll be like probably 3 of each class, I think. So try and do a video on that pretty soon. Or 4 of each class? 4 of each class? Yeah. I should know how to do basic math. But my video, there will be like no real science behind it. It's just going to be just pure speculation. Who I think they like and who I think the programmers don't like. I haven't put a whole lot of thought into it yet. I'm still probably putting more thought into how am I going to do it to make it work out like visually well. I don't have Microsoft Office because I'm cheap. I don't really need it for work, so I don't have it. If I do need to use it, I can just use it at work. I don't work from home at all, so other than streaming. I do have some other programs sitting around somewhere though. Maybe I could use that. I have Notepad, which is kind of how I currently do things. I've also been thinking about making some speculation videos for Game of Thrones. I think there's a synergy team you can use Colossus for, where you use you bring in like Colossus. I want to say in like 2 Juggernauts or something, and you can like jack up like your crit or something like that. You don't actually use him, but you have him in the party. I mean, you'd be far better off with like Storm or Magneto are definitely much better ones. If you do like Storm, Magneto, and like Cyclops, and then you'd actually want to bring in then you know, like Star-Lord and Guillotine would be probably the 2 most. That's cool. Yeah, when you start 100%ing them, it gets a lot cooler. The prizes and all that stuff starts getting a lot better. So next month then you can try Master Mode and see see how much more fun that is. Master Mode's alright. It's not too bad. You probably won't be able to be beating it, but you can start with like, you know, trying to beat the first stage and then try to clear the first stage, you know. Work your way up like that slowly. But the more you do it, the more stuff you get, you know, quicker it is for you to build your roster. Ugh. It's probably Star-Lord. Star-Lord's probably the best champ for just about everything. Not actually for like Alliance Quest or Alliance War Defense. But pretty much any questing though, he's pretty much the best guy you can get. I think, let's see, who else is really good for it? You can probably do it just fine with, Archangel can probably do most of it. Gwenpool.
You pretty much need like guillotine just for the Wolverine fight. Let me think. Scarlet Witch has always been really good. I think she's still really, really good for it too. Scarlet Witch is would probably still be my second choice behind Star-Lord. Scarlet Witch might almost be easier than Star-Lord. It kind of depends how they have it all set up, but next month should be pretty decent. I don't know what next month is going to be. I think we're supposed to get some kind of like Defenders thing. I think we're supposed to see like Kingpin and somebody else. Can't remember the other guys right offhand. Does she not synergy with them? Thought she did. Who did she synergy with then? I don't know if Blade was supposed to be next month, though. Even if he was supposed to be in there. It would make sense that he's in there, because he's in some of the other Marvel games. But, I don't know. Seaton did a video earlier in the year on who he thought was coming, and his video was pretty dead on. I saw somebody else do a video, and it looked like if they copied the stuff Seaton did, then it was right, and then whenever they tried, like, going off from the stuff Seaton did, then they were wrong. Seaton did a video back in, say, like March or something like that on who the upcoming champs were going to be each month and what storyline was going to be that they were going to be included in, why they would be coming out that month. I don't remember if he had. I think they're saying it was either going to be Blade or I can't think what the other guy's name is, like Beta Bill, the Thor with like the weird alien head. I don't even know how to describe him. They thought Beta Bill may come out with the Gladiator Hulk for the Thor Ragnarok movie. They thought either be him or Blade. But I thought maybe Blade made more sense because Blade was spelled correctly. Beta Bill seemed like he was going to be in the wrong spot. I think I like this. I like Spider-Man with the class disadvantage.
more than I like Spider-Man against Star-Lord. I think Seaton's stream is secretly him just trying to find local singles in his area. That's why there's so many sex bots in there. I think he's just trying to find the right one. I like Seaton's stream a lot, though. I think I like a lot of stuff he does. He's pretty smart and witty. Some good stuff in there. I don't get into his live stream a whole lot, though I do, I guess, every once in a while. I do watch a lot of the videos he posts. He did a bunch of real good ones the other day on Doc Ock and how he works, how all of his different abilities work. They're all a little bit confusing. So yeah, he broke it up and did separate videos on the different abilities, try to explain them a little better. Doc Ock looks like he may be like a beast. I don't know why I haven't heard a lot more guys kind of clamoring. And I guess if guys would have bought the 5-star crystals for him, they're not going to open them for another 2 weeks. So we may have to wait till then and then start seeing everybody ranting and raving about him, about how amazing he is. Yes, 4-star Thor is very good. He is probably the second best Mystic. Or not Mystic, Cosmic. I'm starting to get tired. Brains aren't working too good. I don't think he can stack as much armor break as he used to, but I think he can still stack a pretty decent amount of armor break. Falcon, yeah. You might be able to do Realm of Legends with Thor. I don't know how hard it would be. It may cost you a little bit more than like heals and all that, 'cause it doesn't have any kind of regeneration. But Star-Lord doesn't have regeneration either. Oh yeah, like Wolverine and X-23. Speaking of regeneration, they'd also be really good for Realm of Legends. I don't know why I'm not thinking of them. X-23 would probably be a little bit better, I want to say, for that than Wolverine would be. Because you probably need her more damage. You're still going to run into issues with Scarlet Witch with her poison and with Wolverine's regeneration. I don't think X-23 will ever be able to do enough damage to stop Wolverine's regeneration. Yeah, Doctor Strange is one of those guys who can be kind of funny. Like, sometimes he's super easy, and then sometimes he's just, sometimes he can be pretty tough. Something, I mean, he's not, I mean, like, pre-12.0, he was a pretty decent defender. Not that you really want to use him for defense, because he's so much better to use on offense, but... Now I don't think he's anywhere near as good. I mean, you can put him on like an unstoppable special 2 node. He can do alright-ish. He's not necessarily going to kill anybody, but he can tear somebody up. Oh, it's no good. I had to hit there. This special won't kill me, but it's going to do a ton of damage here. Alright. The only guy I've really been having problems with lately has been like Juggernaut and people who go like unstoppable. Working on trying to clear Act 4, and whenever somebody just kind of ends up like proxing like an unstoppable out of nowhere, I get screwed up. You're like, oh. Then I get punched in the face a lot. I don't think Gwenpool would necessarily make a very good defender. I'd probably switch Gwenpool with either Iceman or Hyperion. I probably don't want to go with double skill. But you could go double skill and then do like... I don't know if they have a problem really if they run into mutants. I don't know who you would use for mutant on defense anyways. Well, I guess Nightcrawler. Cable. You could do like mutant detection. But I'd probably switch Gwenpool with either Hyperion or Iceman, though. Use Gwenpool on offense. I have my Iceman and my Hyperion normally wind up on my defense. I think my Quake is also about to make it onto my defense. Yeah, you want her to be awakened. You know, like most guys, the higher the signature ability, the better she is. She's another one too. Like sometimes she can be like unstoppable, and you know you won't be able to hit her. And sometimes you can just like run over. So I mean, she's not. Like, I wouldn't want to put her on like a mini boss node or anything like that, but she can definitely do pretty good. I go with science detection, and I've still had times where She's killed my Black Widow. How's it going, Crazy Gamer? Ah, I see. Yeah, you definitely want to put your three best on offense. And if you can, you want to have it set up where you have your set 3 offensive guys for AQ and your set 3 offensive guys for Alliance War. Now, if you're in like lower rankings, you know, it definitely gets a little bit harder to do then, because you start getting guys who are, you know, the tiers start getting a lot different. You have guys who are a lot like different ranks and all that, and get a little bit more confusing. But when ranking guys up, you want to start with, you know, with the thought that you're going to have your 6 primary guys for offense. And then once you have your 6 primary guys for offense, then you start working on your 5 guys for Alliance War defense. I don't think Quake is that bad. I mean, mine's gonna be a rank 5. Still has a kind of low signature ability, but I think she's gonna do all right. She's probably still gonna get some kills in there. I'm not sure what exactly the best nodes to put her on are gonna be. To figure that out, a little bit of trial and error. But for the most part, too, on defense, you're trying to bring in the guys who are awakened, higher signature abilities, make them a lot stronger. Nightcrawler is probably the one real exception. It's actually better to use on defense before you awaken him. Once he gets awakened, he'll switch over into swashbuckler mode quicker. Ugh. This may be my last match here. Boom, boom. Not quite back on my normal routines yet. Just trying to get back into them now still. No. I need to remember too, normally I have 3 in my masteries in coagulate, but I was trying to work on Act 5, so I maxed out my courage instead. So I need to be far more careful and afraid when people make me bleed. It's far more likely to kill me. Yeah. Like even still, like my roster changes pretty drastically, you know, from month to month. Depending on who I rank up now. You know, like the next guy I'm going to rank up to rank 5, I may not even have in my roster. Well, no, actually I know. I do have the next guy I'm going to take to rank 5 in my roster. My next one should be a Cosmic, who I should be getting pretty much like any day now. And then that will be Hyperion. But the next guy after that, I may not even have in my roster. That's kind of how it goes sometimes, you know? Like if I get Dormammu next week and I awaken him and I can get a bunch of Mystic Gems again, a bunch of Mystic T4 class cats, he may be my next, the next one I take up. Because I'm not that close to bring up anybody else other than the Cosmic, I think. I got everybody else. Not sitting on a ton of T4 class cats anymore. Alright. Yeah, I'm definitely getting kind of exhausted here. So let's say thanks everybody for coming over and hanging out. You know, this is your first time, hit the subscribe button and come back. You know, we do this pretty regularly, so normally do it just about every night, a couple times during the day. So yeah. Take it easy, hit the subscribe button, and come back and we'll do this again sometime. Take it easy, guys.